Hi guys, Kanika here, and you're watching the K Factor by Kanika Kush. As promised, this is part 2 of the series that I'm doing, which is AM versus PM, that is aspiring minimalists versus practicing minimalists. Today's viewpoint is from PM, that is me, okay? So PM meaning practicing minimalist. Now, and this only because somebody raised a concern, which is Ritika, and I just want to kind of summarize whatever I've been talking about for the past year or so, or a year and a half now. But like if you're at the verge of converting into a minimalist, then I just want to iron out a few questions or a few queries that you might, or doubts that you may have in your head. Okay, so let's take an example. Let's say you are a person who loves books. Okay, you're a book lover, and book lover to the extent that it gives you a lot of joy in purchasing books and reading them, then keeping them, and then rereading them or making notes or applying them in your life or using them as reference books. Okay, now, but you want to become a minimalist. Okay, now please don't let any confusion come in your head, meaning, okay, now I'll have to probably let go of all these books also because now I have to turn into a minimalist. That is not what this is. Okay, so let's say you were a book lover. At the same time, आपको अभी minimalist बनना है, ठीक है? So let's keep books aside. Now you also, let's assume male, female, whatever you are, but you love purchasing clothes, okay, or jewelry or furniture. But that doesn't, it's not something that gives you a lot of happiness per se. It is just at the spur of the moment. Maybe you get tempted, you go to a mall and you can afford, so you just go on splurging money randomly on the newest clothes and jewelry, let's say, or even furniture for that matter, or take any other thing. Okay, now that is out of greed. That is out of the fact that in a moment when you had to decide whether or not to make that purchase, you did not question yourself that, okay, why am I purchasing this? Do I need it? Right? Need, yeah, need. That need word, you need to kind of attach in every decision that you make. Do I need this? That is possibly the baseline of any minimalist. Okay, now it's very simple. If you're a book lover, यार आपकी बेसिक नीड है वो, आप you can't survive without books. Okay, now listen, I'm in the Maslow's hierarchy and all, I'm at level 3 right now, so obviously I'm not talking about the first 2 levels where shelter, khana, roti, kapda, makan and all that, वो भी नहीं है, वो needs होती है. Don't get into that discussion right now. Let's say all that is taken care of, but to live and to give yourself meaning, you are a book person, like that gives you fulfillment. ठीक है? But over and above, you are also getting tempted. That is where you start practicing minimalism. So which means every time you go out to purchase anything, even if it's a car, like you're buying new cars, new gadgets, more jewelry, more clothes, more shoes, things for the kitchen, things for the house, and you have this tendency of continuously spending money and getting more, but you don't know the reason why. That's where you check yourself. Okay, that's what converts an AM into a PM. Okay, now one thing to remember very clearly, guys, is that minimalists don't live like monks. Okay, ये कोई त्याग दिया है हमने सब और जी हम कुछ नहीं करेंगे, ये वैसे वाला बिल्कुल नहीं है. We are very much part of this world, which we do like things, we are part of the material things as well. It's just how much do we need? Why do we need? Do we really need it or not? That questioning has come. ठीक है, मतलब अगर आप मुझसे पूछोगे, so it's not like I'm not purchasing new clothes or new things or not getting tempted. It's a journey. At the same time, it's an end. It's a very interesting cycle. To get there, you need to be a minimalist, and after you've gotten there, to get better, you need to continue. It's a very interesting thing. So to get into this whole cycle, आपको एक बार तो घुसना पड़ेगा. Okay, that will be the tough bit. So which means you'll have to really sit down with yourself and ask a lot of hard questions. That what are your priorities? You need to prioritize. Okay, this is what I like. This is what I need. This is something I can do away with. This doesn't really add anything it doesn't add any value to my life. Can I be seen without this and still maintain my identity? Then you have yourself an answer. Okay, so that was a book lover's example. Now I have told you I have to always look at my notes, okay, guys? So that I don't miss anything. And another thing that arrives is the moment you begin on this journey of minimalism, the one thing that will happen is every moment of the day, to a very large amount, okay, to a very like a majority, you will realize that every moment you are being mindful of everything, inclusive of eating, of brushing, of walking. I know this sounds very preachy, but जिन्होंने भी वो बुक्स लिखी हैं, जो लोग भी प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, जो भी all the podcasts that you keep hearing or you see videos, whatever, they probably have experience. So yes, it sounds very preachy, but well, it's not, because when you get into the system, you will experience it and then it becomes your reality. So you do start getting very mindful of everything you do. And interestingly, when you're not mindful, you will realize the next moment that, okay, where was I? This has started to happen with me and even with my husband. Our child is just absorbing it, so he's not really actively practicing. He's doing it because his parents are, right? But my husband and I, we know when a day has gone, just gone, without any mindfulness. It's just gone. And believe me, it doesn't feel good. Whereas every day that we have a routine, we know exactly what we plan to do in every moment, or even if it's unplanned, and you have each moment that you give a thought, you give a thought to pretty much every moment that, okay, I'm doing this. Like right now, I'm totally in the video, okay, and there are no separate compartments in my head right now. There's just one, and I'm with you right now. That starts to emerge very strongly. I don't know uska level kya hai, what level are you on, and have you achieved it or no, but definitely we are better than we were yesterday or a month back or a year back. That's the whole idea. Who knows when will you get there, and wahi again ki ji aap perfect minimalist ho ki nahi, that nobody knows here. The idea is that if you are an aspiring minimalist, these are a few things that you need to remember. That one, it is not a monk existence. No. Two, all you need to do is ask yourself hard questions about what are the things that add value to your life and give you meaning, okay, to your identity, to your happiness. That's the second thing you need to write down. Question yourself. Third, ask yourself, are you convinced enough? Fourth, ask yourself, are you ready to go on this journey? Because yes, once you cross over, it is quite a happy space, that I can assure you, okay? So don't get confused. Karna hai karo. We all have one life to live. Yeah, you want to live in a way which is very different to this, that's also fine. We all have the same end. So it's at the end of the day everybody's choice. That's it. So all I'm doing here, or sometimes when my husband is also on the video, all we are trying to do is that, oh guys, listen, हमें एक और तरीका मिल गया है जीने के लिए जिसमें थोड़ी और खुशी मिलेगी, and we are sharing, and that's about it. That is the whole purpose of this whole tamasha which is happening. Okay guys, chalo, I'll see you soon. Bye.